told me, went, have you put makeup on? That's why you look different. Ooh, you do look quite nice. I just thought, I didn't go to thumping or be happy that you actually noticed, but it was just what are you doing? Anyway, digress. I'm taking this right back to the beginning of Pilates. I saw something the other day that my mentor Kelly had done, and I just thought, yeah, this is probably a good time to start back to the basics, give ourselves a bit of a break, and just do something else. So you've got lots of stuff in this library that I'm shoving on YouTube for you. So, how do you stand, feet hip width apart? Pam Dawson, I can see you doing this already. You stand with your feet together, turn your toes out, bring your heels to meet you. That will bring you to feet hip width. I'll keep bringing you back to that position, and then we've got the neutral spine that we keep talking about, and then we forget about, then we talk about, then we forget about. And again, I'll try and get you to keep coming back to that. But if you imagine, a lot of people are lordotic, the bum sticks out. That's their normal maybe posture, but it's not neutral. To tuck right under and be in that position is not neutral either. So if you would say that's C, that's E, B is somewhere in the middle. That you can keep a nice light contraction on your tummy muscles without being too tucked under and too pushed out. Now it may be on the floor where we do go a little bit under. So I want you to just practice that before you start. So start, get your feet hip width. Think like Mary Poppins and bring that. Then you're just going to jiggle your pelvis, Martin, jiggle it. So you're going to go from A to C to B. And keep coming back to that. Now I want you to just get into that B position and just hold those abdominals. We're going to start off concentrating on that tummy, and we're just going to rotate the head. Oh my God. Just side to side. Can anybody hear an orchestra in their neck? Try not to let your shoulders reach up, Maggie. 2 more. 1 and 2, and then come up. I want you to just drop your chin to chest, then lift. Drop the chin to chest and lift. Drop and lift. Keep that contraction in your tummy. Try and stay in your neutral. Chin to chest and back. Now I'm going to get you to drop your chin to chest, and I'm going to get you to just roll your shoulders forward. 2, 3, 4. Keep that chin down and roll them back. Oh my life. 2. Oh, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bring the head up. When you drop that chin to chest and then you roll them back, feeling is really, really rather nice. So we're going to take now the right hand on the right shoulder. Try and keep in your neutral T. And just squeeze gently. We've got a couple of new additions to the WhatsApp group who are new to Pilates for one reason or another, or used to my crazy way of teaching. Let's have 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then take that round. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good work. Left. Try and keep that really nice contraction on your tummy. There's the sun usually comes out when the film is fine. You get a nice little sun coming. Hope you're all alright today. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. and 2. We're going to go back to that right hand and just do 4, 3, 4. As you take the full arm, go around with it if you're comfortable to do that. And again. So we're just warming up. So now we will go out of neutral spine the minute that pelvis starts to move round. Beautiful. Back into your neutral. 2, 3, and 4. Go round. And really concentrate on going round, looking at the view behind you. 1 and 2, and then just roll back. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now there's a couple of different ways of doing this for lateral flexion. We're going to start off in neutral. Squeeze the abdominals, drop your shoulders, push down. And you're going to do 4 to the right. 2, 3, and 4. Now to the left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now what we're going to do is go up against the wall. Now we'll take you to change this position. So you're going to go to C, which is not what we normally do, but for this particular way of flexing, it's fine. Soften the knees. Push down. 2, 3, 4. So your back's actually not forced against the wall, but it's just, you're just getting that extra little stretch, I feel, and go the other way. It feels so good. I've got the heater on in here today. I'm absolutely frozen. Even running was cold. I did look like Nanny for the night. I've got so many clothes on. Saw someone I know shouting across his garden wall. I said, "Do you have clothes on, love?" Just about. Back to feet hip width. And that's been so beautiful. And then it's just absolutely bitter. Had to rescue the beetroot, make sure it's nice and warm in the greenhouse. Right, get into your neutral. Take your right arm. Take the left. 2, 3, 4, 5. You're feeling more flexible yet? 6, 7. One more team. And 8. Now just roll back. 2, 3. Get into neutral to start with. That's going to change. We know that. What I would like you to do with your right arm is reach round high. Ignoring neutral again. 2, 3. Now go shoulder height. 1, 2, 3. Soften your knees. Look behind. Does your bum look big in this? Beautiful. Keep the knees soft. Let's swoop and drop back. Open up that upper back. Oh, feels so good. Open and back. Open and back. Beautiful. Come back to the right position. Think like a Shetland pony. He would never move his hooves away from hip width. Reach. Shetland pony Baileys take up running. From what I understand, he did a 5k with his dad the other night. Not a shoddy time either. And then Rich Spooner's so desperate to run with a mate, he's taking the Shetland pony out. I think he's quite sweet himself. And back. 2. But we all love Bailey, don't we, Santa? 3, let's have one more. Oh, that's good. Beautiful. Okay. I'm going to get you to come completely out of hip width. Something a Shetland pony can't do. Now we're going to take our body into a bit of a flexed posture, which is something we wouldn't normally do, but bend the knees. And I'm going to get you to go hands only if this is comfortable. So side, so you get that lovely stretch on the inner thigh. Martin, I hope you've got the right underwear on for this. And then just get down. One, two. And just touch if you can. This is not meant to be a toughie. This is just a little. And then we can just reach and reach. Reach, reach. Let's have two more. One, actually we'll do four. 2, 3, and 4. Then come up slowly. Bring your feet back in, and you can bring them all the way. Toes, heels, and go into pedal push. So we're just very gently pedal pushing through, just to loosen off into the legs. And then you're going to go into that cute cartoon walk if you can. 2 more. 1 and 2. Good stuff. We're going to move the pelvis now, so you are going to keep coming out of neutral. So we're just going to do a little bit of movement for the ankle. Many of you in my classes would use spiky ball. Don't forget about Spike. We'll do something with him, I think, next week. What I want you to do is with your right leg, just bring it in front. And just flex. Extend the ankle joint. 1, 2. My feet always look filthy. They are clean. 3, 4. And then round. So all we're doing, this leg's going to shout a little bit. But can anybody feel or hear clicks in their ankle? I know I can. Beautiful. Now if that's too much, use a chair to balance, use the kitchen worktop, but right now, because we're doing so much sitting and then maybe going for a walk, the other thing, we are less mobile than we usually are. Don't forget about your ankles. So tap, flex and extend. You can do this sat at the table. So Mel, I know you're working a lot. I'm just using Mel as an example because I know she works during the day and picks these up at night. But you know, don't forget these are little things you can do, matey, during the day. Trying to give a lot of people a shout out. I'm so grateful to you for following me. 1 more. Beautiful. And go through pedal push because you've just literally worked again. Now you're going to stand tall and you're going to start with the feet hip width. Okay? You're going to use this left leg as your stability. You're going to tap forwards and backwards. Keep your shoulders as a bit of stability as well. Now you can actually brush. 1, or you can just tap. 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to go out and you can just tap. We love a bit of leg brushing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tap and circle. And you can just draw a circle. Beautiful. Lost count. Beautiful. Go straight through to pedal push. release the ankles again. Beautiful. Good stuff. Stand tall. Make sure you're back in that shepherd pony hip width apart position. With this leg, tap and back. Or brush. Each time I do one of those videos, it takes about 2 hours to upload the flipping thing onto YouTube. But, you know, it's free, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And each time I upload, I'm like, please, just upload. You've no idea of the drama. Beautiful. 2 more. 1 and 2. Fantastic. Tap and circle. Make sure you're trying to come back to that feet hip width, guys. 1 more. Fantastic. Just pedal. Now this is a bit of a new one for us as well, or for us I say because it's something I don't normally teach in this way in class, but I know we've got a few newbies who've dared to join our merry little band, and I'm not sure about their flexibility, so it's a good way of starting. Actually, and it's quite good for all of us to go through different little protocols from time to time. So it's going to look a bit odd, but then you're used to that with me. So, lift. Tilt, you always go to A before you drop. And use your tummy to come back. Now if you're uncertain with your abdominals, just drop a little way and come back. Okay? Now we need to soften your knees quite a bit. Drop your chin to chest. And you're just going to come to there. And then you're going to lift up your head. Try to think of an animal this would be like. And you feel a cracking stretch at the back of the legs. Chin. And come up. I'm so sad I can't see you do that. Chin. Scroll. Let your bum come up and your head come up and feel that stretch. Make sure those knees are bent to you. Got right little wall going up. Chin. It's quite a nice little stretch that actually. 1 more, kids. Chrissy, you'll love this. And come back. Fantastic. Feel the toes absolutely gripping like mad. Now we are going to go to the back of the mats. If you're new to this, just do what you can, given everything I've just said. So, every chin you possess, Martin, scroll. I'm sure I've heard someone shout, which? Again. Then you're going to walk out to calf stretch. Go up to toes, then push the heels right back. And lift your bum as high as you can. And then go into that pedal push. Very gently. And just enjoy it. Make sure your knees, Mary, are falling in together. Get your bum high. And concentrate on that calf stretch. The higher your bum is, the more you're going to feel the stretch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you're going to just gracefully, beautifully drop down. Now, ideally, team, your wrists would be under your shoulders. You know I've got really quite a poorly wrist, really. And goodness only knows whether I'm going to get any surgery on it. Ideally, have your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Now my elbows elbows are desperately twisting outwards. I would like the inner part of the elbow to come in. Now it's very easy on this hand to get this arm to do it on pulley arm. It really ain't playing very much at all. But yeah, can't afford to wind it up too much. So I want you to arch your back like you're a beautiful cat. Keeping the shoulders still. Morph into an elegant, black, silverback gorilla. Chin back to chest. Squeeze. Use your tummy muscles. Keeping the shoulders still. Let's come up. And again, morph into Bella Black Cat. Don't let the bum go towards the heels. You should feel blissful, but only go as far. Into gorilla, you may get to flat back and that's enough for you. Only do what's right for your body. And then one more. Good stuff. Now I'm going to drop back to shell stretch. Now for some of you, shell stretch works really well. With your knees together, you drop back. For me, I like this position where I go more of a little frog position, knees a bit wider. For my body, it gives me a much better stretch. Now we need to put your hand hooves together. Walk them round to the right. Put the left hand on top of the right. And just feel that gorgeousness of a stretch. Walk back. And then put the right, oh my goodness. Do you know, I feel that in my wrist, that stretch. Definitely dodge central this wrist. And then come back. Now you're going to go, and this is where I'm like just checking my list. Go to that Shetland pony, all fours position. So try and have the knees and the hips in line. Don't use my wrist as an example. I can. This elbow will bend. It's not meant to do, and there's very little I can do, guys. But what I would like you to do is to gather up your abdominals like a runaway horse. Don't have your back in that position or that. Get into a nice square back. Squeeze the abdominals. Now I want you to pretend you're a little pussycat padding. And we're just padding. And as you're doing this, you're keeping your weight evenly distributed. So you're not leaning. You're not becoming the leaning Tower of Pisa. You are just very gently keeping stable. 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. This is going to be hard for me. I'm going to have to move this wrist a bit further in front, I think, so apologies. Knee lift. Use your tummy muscles before you lift. Steph Jones, I think if you do this, I think you can do most of this workout. I think it'll be absolutely fine, actually. So I'm just lifting the knee. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get yourself in a good position, then just take the right arm out. This is where I'll struggle a little bit. Left. This elbow's not meant to be bending. It's really annoying me now. But I don't really fancy going to the hospital and getting it sorted right now. Good stuff. Now, as you know, you just have to be careful with this wrist. I want you to take your right leg back. Just further forward, so I'm out of shot. So imagine both wrists are under my shoulders. In that position, I am going to have to move it out of position. Keep the weight down this arm. Lift. I don't want you rocking and rolling. So as you lift the leg, let the weight go down the arm of the side. So if it's the right leg lifting, keep your weight over to the right. Don't overextend the leg. I don't want this. I want you to squeeze and lift. I want you to to squeeze your bum. Lift. Give me 2 more. Stretch, squeeze, lift. Oh, that could be a nice little slogan, couldn't it? Stretch back, squeeze it, lift it. I've been on my own too long. Tap forward with the right arm, tap back with the left leg. So stretch, squeeze, lift. Tap, stretch, squeeze, lift. Stretch, squeeze. I know you think I'm barking anyway. You're in here, you're talking to an iPad. Woo. And again. One more, sorry. I'm getting away to myself here. Beautiful. And when you've done that, go back, have a stretch. Good stuff. If you need to stretch more than that, then you stretch more than that. We're going to do some face down work, some prone work. And I've just got a handy towel here. You don't have to do this, but I've taught this way in class a lot. And I think when you're new to this, it's quite a nice way of making sure you get into a neutral spine. So you would imagine that this is going over, this is across your belly button, guys. So, let's just get into position, put my tummy on that. That means my bum's got somewhere to go, so rather than sticking up, my bum can tilt down. So, if that's not right for you, fine. But it's a good way of just getting into a neutral spine so you can get your pubic bone up close and personal with your mat. That's a physio trick rather than a Pilates trick. Take your arms wide into a V. You can have your thumbs up or down. All I need you to do is keep your chin down. Pubic bone in. Just a little. Squeeze the shoulders. If you have your thumbs up, you'll get a big one squeeze on the scapula. So lift just the shoulder blade or just the arms down. Squeeze back. Now this might be enough for many of you. 2 more. 1. VW. And 2. Now if you want the breathing pattern, you would do the out breath on exertion. If you're new to this, that's just going to blow your mind. Okay, so arms out. Head comes up. And again. 2. 3. Do what you can do, no more. Okay? Just checking what's next actually. Brain has lost it again. 5. 3, sorry. 4. We'll do 2 more. 1. And 2. Now if you wanted to make that a bit harder, if you turn your toes out more and bring your heels in, pubic bone in, you'll find your bum is working much harder. Got all about neutral spine. 2 more. 1. And 2. Let's get me out of breath. Right. Drop back. You're going to have to come in clean in here. This is on the floor. You see, it's a bit lucky. Anyway, I digress. So we're going to go into this all fours position. Now you're going to do this in a traditional way and a non-traditional way, because I think it's best to do it both. So we'll go a bit more traditional to start with. Take your right hand, so get into this good position to start with, and then you're going to lower your bum back just a little bit. Take your right hand, just to the head, don't hold it. just tapping. Now with this left elbow, you're going to bend up. Bend the other elbow. 2. You're just going to do 6. 3. 4. 5. And 6. Now I want you to change sides, and I want you to do the same again. Now we all know I've got a dog in elbow here. 1. Going to bend. 2. 3. So your bum is out of position, which is right. 4. 5. And 6. Now I'm going to get you to change that and take you away from the traditional Pilates position, where when we do this position this time, the other elbow is not going to move. The other elbow is just going to stay not bending, because then we get more of a thoracic stretch in the upper back. So, drop back a little. Now, elbow to elbow. You won't get as far, but your upper back is getting more of a stretch. So if you've been in front of a computer, you'll feel nice. 2 more. 1 and 2. Now let's go the other way. I'll try not to bend it. It's so hard, it's red. Yeah, lots of cracks in that upper back, which is great. And then we're going to go back to traditional lift, scoop. Oh, let your bum go back there. 2, we're going to do 4. 3 and 4. 1, look at the stars. 2, 3 and 4. Beautiful. So you've had a really nice bit of a crack up the thoracic. So we used to do some very basic side lying work. Now there's lots and lots of different positions you can be in. You could choose to do this laid back, dare I say, holiday position, but you're probably going to find that you're rocking and rolling, even up on your elbow. And if you're new to this, that might be hard. Also, if your lordotic and your bum does stick out, that's just not comfortable at all for your spine. So if you have got that bum stuck out posture, if you bring your legs a bit further forwards to a 45 degrees, you put a straighter back position. For me, that's not, it works, but I'm not comfortable in that way. I am much better with my bottom leg at 45 degrees, and I feel really safe and secure. So this will always be my chosen way of doing side lying, unless I have to lift both legs. So lift the waist up, gallop your waist up, squeeze your abdominals. Keep your foot in quite a neutral position, and just lift and down. 2, we're not going to do too many. 3, you can have your hand down. 4, 5, 6, keep squeezing that tummy. 7 and 8. Now change the angle of the foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, change. 2, 3, keep working those up. Feel this area. If you put your hand on this area of the tummy. 3. If you're new to this, be very careful. These are some of the best tummy exercises I never teach crunches, ever. Beautiful. Now give that leg a little rub, and then you're just doing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoa, straight away. I'm going to go over onto my back before we go over onto the other side. Knees together, feet together, team. And you're just going to drop over to the right. The shoulders stay down. 2. You might hear a clunk. 3, 4. Do as many as you want. Feels so good. 2, 3, and 4. Bring those feet to hip width. One leg comes up, drop. 1. Only if this is comfy. 2, don't let that gap change. 3 and 4. If that's too much for you, stick with the first position. 1, 2, 3 and 4. We're just going to the traditional way of doing this. Drop. Use your tummy to lift you. Use your tummy to lift you. If you're new to this, you would not do this. You would just stick with the feet on the floor and let your core stability gently come. And then you're just going to hug your knees into chest. A little circle. Change. A little circle. And then we go on to the other side. So that leg, go on my head. Telling you I've been out of the class too long. Just gently lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is my hair just escaping every time? I know my mate Julia giggles every time. Toes down. I'm not going to your hair now. Go the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then I'm just going to lift. And 2. You can really feel these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good work. Okay. We're going to go onto our backs. And again, I'm going to show you a couple of ways. I'm going to take us back to basics. And then something that I know that many in class struggle with, a way of showing you how to make sure your knees are in a good position when we're in tabletop. Right. We're going to go onto our backs. Now, some of you may prefer to have a ball under your lower back. That's fine. Just for this video, I haven't chosen to do that. The only equipment I'll use is a band shortly. Now, just get yourself, think of your neutral spine. So, if you've got all the way back, all the way there. So I want you to go into the middle and get into a good position for you that you can maintain. Squeeze those abdominals. Drop your shoulders. I'll take my arms wide. And all I want you to do is keep the left leg still. I want you to bring the right leg up and tap. Up and tap. Now it's not coming further back than my hip. So it's a very gentle way of working the abdominals, but only if you can maintain that neutral spine. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Beautiful. Let your spine relax and tilt back in, squeeze the abdominals. Get into your neutral. So you've got A, B, C, B and B somewhere that's comfy for you. Then lift this other leg and just tap. But maintaining what you're thinking about doing is keeping that contraction on the tummy and not letting the spine arch or flatten. If you've got something squishy underneath, it wouldn't be getting any more squish. God, that's not a technical term, is it? Crikey. 2 more. 1 and 2. Now I'm dead giddy about this next bit. Got to get giddy about something at the moment, aren't I? Now if you can bring both legs up. Now a lot of you bring your knees too far in. So, heel of the hand. Shoulders down, have the heels of the hand. Now if your knees come any further back, they've gone too far. Perfect. So tilt the pelvis in. Tap. 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 Now I'm only doing this because I'm comfortable with my spine. And once you just have a go, guys, because you know it's quite interesting to see where do the knees actually go. I know a lot of you in class have the knees too far back. They shouldn't be touching the heel of the hand. 4 more. Once you know you've got that, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Beautiful. And I thought that's really quite funky as to how to get that really good position and stop the knees. I think it's quite interesting. It'd be interesting for single leg stretch. So we're going to go. Sorry, we're going to go back down. And we're going to go into pelvic tilts. So now you are going to be saying, so you're taking your pelvis from A, C, and you're just going all the way through it. And that's planned, that's exactly as I would want. Now if you've got a Pilates ball, you put that between your knees now and stop any jiggly knees. So just have a go with or without the ball. I've got visions of Denise popping the ball between the knees and then Stevie the dog coming and just nicking it. I'm trying to have these nice little thoughts because I'm missing everybody so much, it's ridiculous. Now I want you to go from the arch position of your spine, very gently, squeeze the abdominals, squeeze the bum, and if you can lift, come down slowly again if you've not done this for ages, or you're really new to this, or for other reasons you might just want to lift to there, and then back. You may just want to give it a little lift, and back. I'd rather you give it a little cute lift, and have the control, than overextend yourselves. Buckle, as they say in Spain, just a little bit. So have 2 more. 1. Last one. And 2. Beautiful. Now we're going to do this with feet on the floor and you can have your knees together or apart. And I just want you to shimmy your hips round. So I want you to imagine there's a circle underneath. So I want you to go round and round. This works beautifully if you're on one of those squidgy Pilates balls. And go the other direction. So you just have a little, excuse me, a little shimmy on your sacrum. Now if you can do that in tabletop, I would bring your knees in away from tabletop. This always feels amazing to me. And you're just giving your sacroiliac joint, your sacrum, a little bit of a party. And you know your sacrum loves a little bit of a party. And look around, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Beautiful. We'll come into, well, position, you're going to take both legs out. Then I want you to bring your right leg in, bring it up, drop it away, take the left arm up and over, the other hip stays there. And again, 2, 3, and 4. Now bring that arm down, take the other arm over and then just drop. So it's just a bit of a hip opener. 2, 3, and 4. The other way. Arm goes up as you open the hip. I always love doing this. It's one like first thing in the morning, carry-ons. And I've got my fluffy onesie on. Nice picture, hey? Before I visit the greenhouse and the fluffy onesies to talk to the beetroot, I really have been at home too long. Beautiful. Now I like to use a band for this. You don't have to use a band. I'm laughing away to myself because I know if my mate's watching this, she'll be like, yeah, what happened? Yeah, it all went wrong again. My ambulance driving friend, who is working incredibly hard right now, Julia, this causes her a great deal of amusement and I'm happy if I can amuse her. I've lost it, but there again. Right, put the band. But we're all grateful to people who drive ambulances right now. Bands around the right foot. Now I do take the spine into neutral before I try and lift the leg. So I don't have the spine arched, I don't have it completely in, but I do have it in neutral. That will mean you will get a better lift on your hamstring. Hamstring stretch is so important. So I'm going to get this as high up as I can. And then we're going to go for naughty toes, good toes, because you all love it. So it's more ankle mobility work, because I'm obsessed with it. And it's just so good for us. You've got to do it, kids. 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th, hold. Ooh, 2, Chrissy, you're loving it. 3, 4. Now internally rotate the foot and give me the same movement, heels and toes. And then when you're ready, heel up. Feel that stretch, that's so. And then we come back, externally rotate. So what we're doing is stretching the hamstrings and all these muscles down the back of the leg in a slightly different way as the ankle, the joint, is moved. Now push the heel up. Oh, joyful. Now bend the knee and lift. 2, 3, 4. Take the foot the other way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Martin, carefully change your band leg. Now lift, so you're in that neutral. You're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, music stop, 4, 3, obviously talking too long, 2, 1, and then we go for internal rotation. And then we'll hold up there. Keep pulling that leg towards you without the knee bend. And twist. Up. Beautiful. And then hold. And then bend. 1 with the toes out. 2, 3, 4. Come back. Internally rotate the ankle. So it's not the knee that's rotating, it's the ankle. Start thinking of your ankle joint. 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Oh God, my hair. And then come up to seated. We'll pretend it's fine. Okay, I'm going to come into this position. Arms down. I'm going to reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put my arms behind me and just pull my shoulders back a stretch in my chest. Good, now we're going to come to kneeling. It's filling in my hair. I want you to bring your right leg forward. I want you to go into those pelvic tilts so you feel a stretch down the front of the left. And you may need a towel underneath your left knee. And then what I'd like you to do after you've done is lift, tilt, so you feel that stretch, and then flap. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that tilt. Go over, 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 over. Come back and change into those tilts, guys. Gosh, that feels tighter down there. Good work. And then lift, tilt and hold, and flap. And go over. Keep that tilt. 2, 3, 4. And I want you to go back to all fours. Get ready to turn the toes under, thrust the buttocks up, come up to stretch and go back into calf stretch. Really make sure that your knees are slightly bent and that you get your bum as high as you can so you feel that stretch. And walk. Come up. I want you to roll your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push down. 2, 3, 4. Lift. Tilt under. Drop. All your chins to chest. Let's scroll. 2, 3, 4. Come back up. How do you feel? You should feel live and loose and beautiful. Lift and down. Lift and down. Now take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Well done. Hope you enjoy it. Give me some feedback. Take care.